I think part of the problem that that we have with modern MMOs, something that I've seen definitely, is the incessant like rush to endgame. Back when, I'm going to sound like an old head, but back when I was a kid, like, I mean, we played MMOs and you just played the game, right? Like there was nothing crazy about it. It was like most of the game was just getting to max level. And then from there, it was like, oh, it's a big deal. You're going to, go try a dungeon or a raid or, try something of the like. And it was just fun just because, the journey was fantastic. It was something that you looked forward to. And now it's like I look at I tried retail just for that little bit when I was looking at my character, my old account, and it was just like, I don't know, it just feels overwhelming. Like there's a lot going on there. And then on top of that, it's like my more experience is like Guild Wars 2. You can play Guild Wars 2 for 10 minutes, 20 minutes and get nearly 20 levels. Here, the level cap is level 80. Like you get it so fast. And I understand it's like a sign of a different time. Like, I do know that MMOs have changed over the years because they're looking to focus on like what their player base is. Let's be serious. Most of the people who play MMOs are older. They're probably in, mid 30s, maybe a little bit younger, but they're playing games that, that they loved as a kid. And that's kind of their hobby. That's their joy. And I understand that MMOs changed to better suit what works best. That was hilarious. That's a big crit. What works best for their population. I get that. That makes sense. But I don't know. I feel like in all of that change, it lost a lot of its luster, right? I don't feel like MMOs really are that enjoyable, or at least the leveling experience isn't that enjoyable anymore, because it's like you have to optimize, you have to go fast, you have to do this, you have to do that, and it's like I don't know, it loses its fun, I guess is the best way to put it. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't aspects that people enjoy. Like, I mean, you can see a lot of people from the Mythic Plus side right now of playing Midnight, and they're having a great time. Damn, it's murky as shit over here. They're having a great time, and truth be told, that's awesome. Great. Good for them. I'm so happy that, they're finding enjoyment in this new iteration of WoW. And that's great. But it's like, I know that there's also equally as many people who are just kind of like, I miss the old times. I miss the slower pace and not having to worry about, oh, did I do all my Mythic Pluses this weekend? Or did I do my Wizard's Vault from Guild Wars 2? Did I, maximize this? Did I make sure I do this? So I'm constantly, optimizing everything. Back when I played MMOs as a kid, it was just, you go and had a good time. You had fun. You figured it out. I remember I played Guild Wars Reforged, or Guild Wars 1, just back Guild Wars 1, during the Factions campaign. I don't even know if I really got past the initial starting zones for Factions. I just made a warrior and I just chatted with people there, a warrior monk, and I just had a great time. And then even during the Prophecies campaign, I used to ferry people back and forth to, I think, what was it? It must have been like Bloodstone Fen or one of those different zones back and forth, just to carry them across that, and a taxi service, and they paid me gold, and it was fun. I met so many great people then, and we talked and we chatted. We had a lot of fun. And I think that's where I feel like MMOs have rushed around so much and they've optimized so much that it's kind of lost its fun. It's hard to explain. Now, I still play, again, MMOs. You watch this channel, I play almost exclusively MMOs, and I still find enjoyment. I still find ways to have fun and find things that are interesting and revisit some of the things that I had as a kid. But it's interesting to note that I feel like a lot of MMOs have lost that luster of their original roots just because they are, in a sense, rushing to get you to the end game where it's all fun. I mean, that's not even like, I've played a lot of Final Fantasy 14. I love, Final Fantasy 14. It's a lot of fun. But the fact of having to play like 200, 300 hours, and it's streamlined, 200, 300 hours And that may be overestimation, but just to get to where everyone is in like Dawn Trail is wild. That is an absurd amount of time just to go ahead and play a game with your friends. Like, yeah, oh, well, no, sorry, you got to do all the quests and everything's locked behind the MSQ. I mean, it's hard for me to sit there and recommend Final Fantasy XIV knowing that. It's a good time, and if you get into it, you'll very much enjoy yourself. But MMOs have changed, man, and I still enjoy them, and I don't think that I'm going anywhere. But it's hard to find that old enjoyment that you used to have, you know.